Hi, this is Gila. So, coronavirus, as expected, is getting worse. Prime Minister Boris Johnson has now tested positive for coronavirus, although fortunately he appears to have a mild case of it, but he's self-isolating in 10 Downing Street. And it will undoubtedly continue to get worse before, hopefully in time, it will start to get better. Either we are frantically working hard if in essential services, especially medical facilities, or we're stuck at home with close family or friends or alone. There's a lot of fear around. Fear of economic collapse, whether personal or larger scale. Fear of losing people we love. Fear of how long we are stuck in our personal confinement. And the new reality of social distancing. Hand washing, face masks, and all physical social outlets shut down, fear of getting the virus and ending up dead. Yet it is important to remember that most people who get this virus will recover, that all the social restrictions are there to protect us, that we have an abundance of material possessions and food compared with our ancestors, and that our medical knowledge and competence today is huge compared with that of only a generation or two ago. We still have social media and telephones. Now may be the opportunity to get in touch with loved ones, to remind them and ourselves that what is important above all else in life is our relationships with one another. I'd like to suggest that if you think about it, our physical bodies are simply amazing. Just think of the enormous number of times the average human heart pumps in our lifetime. Just think that we keep on breathing most of the time without our even noticing it, without the need to do anything about it. That our bodies start healing the moment there's an injury. That our brains are utterly amazing computers that keep going throughout our lives. Now, well, of course you have the right and the uniqueness as a human being to decide for yourself what to believe in when it comes to religion or spirituality or belief systems. Personally, I have been deconstructed in the past as a young adult with everything inside that was worthwhile about being a human being, slowly humiliated, deliberately hurt and torn to pieces by an abuser. And yet today, thanks both to my own determination, the help and support of various good people along the way, and ultimately also the intervention of the one loving creator of us all, I'm in a really good place with a good husband, living in the beautiful holy land of Israel. Frankly, I could never have imagined 30 or so years ago just how good life can be. Here in Israel, you tend to realize how precarious our hold on life is, thanks to terrorist attacks, threats from various groups or even countries like Iran to destroy us, Israeli driving, which is interesting, and the normal insecurities of life that we all have. But life ultimately is not a right, though of course we should do all we can to preserve it, but it is a gift. I didn't choose to be born. None of us did. But now I'm here. I don't want to die. I'm scared of doing so, although we all have to die eventually, and deep down we know that. And why do we have to suffer? Years ago, I came across a short story online about how a group of women was studying the Bible and had come upon the concept of the Creator refining us like silver, that God is the ultimate silversmith. As most of us don't actually know what that involves, including these women, one of them went to see a silversmith. She asked if she could watch him work, although she didn't tell him why she wanted to do so. The silversmith explained that he had to hold the ore containing the silver in the very hottest part of the flame, and for exactly the right length of time in order for the silver to be refined. One moment too long, and it would be completely ruined. The lady asked him how he knew when to take the ore out of the fire, and the silversmith answered, "When I can see my face reflected in it." Thank you so much for listening. Keep safe, practice social distancing, be in touch with other people by phone or the internet, especially anyone you know who is alone at this time. But remember that when we have done all we can, which is a lot, we can let go and trust that the Creator or the ultimate existence behind the Big Bang or simply the unbelievable enormous universe or whatever is still there. And whatever happens to us, it, he, she is still there. Thank you. Have a great weekend. Keep safe. Goodbye.